Hare Krishna. Today I am going to read from the story from Wonderful Krishna, which is a book compiled by Hemanga Gopi Mataji and Radhika Mataji. This story is meant for small children to build up their language skills. This is a story of Gajendra. In the middle of the Milk Ocean, there is a very high and beautiful mountain named Trikuta. It is 80,000 miles high and 80,000 miles broad. It has three main peaks made of iron, silver and gold. There are other peaks which are full of jewels and minerals and also trees, creepers and shrubs. There are many waterfalls and caves too. The foot of the mountain is always washed by waves of milk that produce emeralds. The inhabitants of the higher planets love to spend their time here. The valleys beneath Trikuta mountain are covered by forests with different varieties of jungle animals and birds. Trikuta mountain has many lakes and rivers with crystal clear water and beaches with small gems looking like grains of sand. In one of the valleys, there was a garden called Ritumat belonging to Varuna. This garden was full of flowers and fruit trees. There were also many kinds of birds and honeybees. In the middle of the garden was a beautiful lake filled with shining gold lotuses. Once, the leader of the elephants, Gajendra, came there with his family members and friends. Gajendra was so powerful that all the other animals respected and feared him. Gajendra broke many creepers and branches as he moved forward. He was perspiring and intoxicated. Entering the lake, he bathed and felt relieved drinking the cool water. He called the elephants to come into the water and playfully sprayed them with water from his trunk. In this way, they were having a lot of fun. Suddenly, a strong crocodile came and gripped Gajendra's leg. Gajendra tried his best to get free, but could not. The other elephants tried to help Gajendra, but could not rescue him from the crocodile's grip. Seeing Gajendra in this helpless condition, his wives began to cry. The elephant and the crocodile fought in this way, pulling one another in and out of the water. This fight went on for 1,000 years. Gradually, the elephant started losing his strength and sense of determination. On the other hand, the crocodile, being an animal of the water, increased in physical strength and enthusiasm. Soon Gajendra realized that he was in the clutches of the crocodile by the will of the Lord. He understood that he could not save himself. He thought, no one can save me now, and therefore I shall seek the shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In his previous life, Gajendra was a Vaishnav king named Indradyumna. When Indradyumna retired from family life, he went to the Malaya hills and started living in a small cottage. He lived a simple life and observed a vow of silence. Once, it so happened that Agastya Muni came there. The Muni was very angry when King Indradyumna remained silent without greeting him. Agastya Muni cursed him to become a dull, dumb elephant in his next life. The elephant Gajendra could remember the prayers he had learnt in his previous lives. He prayed, I offer my respectful obeisances to the Supreme Person, Vasudev. You are extremely difficult to attain for those like me who are too attached to home, relatives, friends, money, servants and assistants. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is so merciful, bestow upon me the benediction of liberation from the present danger and from the materialistic way of life. The Lord always answers the sincere prayers of His loving devotees. The Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared there on the back of his carrier Garuda. In his hands were the disc and other weapons. Gajendra was in great pain, yet he took a lotus flower in his trunk and offered it lovingly to the Lord. Out of his causeless mercy, the Lord cut off the head of the crocodile. The crocodile immediately assumed the beautiful form of a Gandharva. King Hutu was a Gandharva who had been cursed by Deval Muni and had therefore become a crocodile. Now he had been delivered by the Lord, and thus he returned to Gandharva Loka. Gajendra, the king of elephants, had been touched directly by the hands of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He was immediately freed of all the material ignorance and bondage and received a beautiful spiritual form. The sages, saints, and demigods all showered flowers. There was joyful music, singing, and dancing in the heavenly planets. Everyone glorified these wonderful activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thank you.